Get right into it.
I'm gonna get me some good internet.
Right. Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, what's up, YouTube? My bad. I'm so used to doing this on Saturday. So, welcome to the fifth episode of Pacos Chingasos. I'm your host, Pacos Chingaso, and today I'm here with Stephen Miller of Atomic Cheesecake.
What's up?
New band coming around, Amarillo, and we're gonna get right into the interview. We're gonna get right going. But before we do, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, and I'm gonna get this shared out to everyone so we can get this
All
going.
right. So first off, we got a show May 4th, which is this Sunday at the Rockville Center in Canyon, Texas. We're really excited to get on stage with our boys at Corrosive Wrath. We got Horrid Demise. We got Krungus. All the local bands are gonna be there, so be there or be square. Man, I'm 23. I sell internet, and I'm in a rock band.
Hell yeah! The sell internet, and I'm in a rock.
Sell
band.
internet.
And I'm in a rock band. Just letting you know right now, the two are not connected, but we still make it work.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah! So I'll start. Like I said, I'll get right into the questions. Sorry. This is one thing. Like with Facebook on Three Amigos, I can share this shit as quick as possible.
Yeah.
YouTube's completely different story.
Oh yeah, I know how it is.
And so, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I gotta go to like 3 different pages and sell them right there.
Dude, I gotta get my YouTube back up and running too, because like I hit it really hard and then I stopped doing it because I just don't have the time.
Right. So with me right now, I've been kind of out of work here lately, so it's like I've had nothing but time to fuck off and do this.
Fair enough, man. Shit.
So now that I got all that shared and everything like that, I'm gonna send a few messages real quick.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ask you the next question. And this question right here is actually always my go-to starter.
Okay.
So forgive me. All right. So right here, this question that I have for you is describe your musical background and how you got started.
Man, let's see. My dad was a really big influence in my music taste because, like, he showed me Mudvayne, he showed me Slayer, he showed me all the old stuff. And then I started getting into my own thing, got a few things tattooed on me right here, like Bring Me the Horizon right here. This was the first ever tattoo I got because, I loved it. I loved the band. And then, of course, Black Veil Brides has been a huge inspiration to me as well. Andy Biersack is a G on the mic. And then, man, the background, whenever it comes to just, starting out music, I started growing a passion for singing at a very young age. And then I just kept working at it, in the shower, just everywhere I went, just trying to learn them fry screams, trying to do what my favorite artists did, right, at the time. And then I started looking for a band because I was like, okay, people are starting to like what I do, right?
Yeah.
People like what I can do. So maybe, just maybe I'll hit that 1,000% in the big leagues.
Right. So I have recently seen I went looking on your Instagram and I've kind of seen some live photos of you on stage.
Yeah.
What band was that?
That was One Side Surrender. That was my very first project with Phil Vigil. Okay. He's a dear friend of mine. Uncle Mike's, the stage at Uncle Mike's. Shout out to them. They were my first ever thing, man. And the guys, man, they were just awesome. I loved hanging out with them. I still love hanging out with them. Hopefully, we can get a show up there. So, Phil, if you're watching this.
Hell yeah. I'm sorry. Let me get to the next question. I apologize.
Dude, you're good. It's all right, man.
I know, but it's like I've rushed to get all this ready, and now I feel like I'm still rushing. So
it's a Friday.
Right.
Take it easy.
Yeah, man. Okay. So number 2 kind of goes with the same thing that you were just talking about with the answer to the first question. But it's what are your favorite genres and what style of singing do you prefer?
I prefer doing my metal vocals. I love doing my screams. I love impressing people with what I can do because I'm skinny. I'm scrawny as hell. Mm-hmm. And when something absolutely disgusting comes out of somebody my size, it's crazy.
right? Honestly,
Maddox. Oh my god.
I'm the same way. It's like recently just started doing metal vocals myself.
Dude,
so.
and I've heard some of your shit.
Oh, I mean, I appreciate it. So, like,
You gotta teach me how to do that.
Oh, dude, I'll show you. It's real. Like, get that big deep breath in, and then it's just, just inhales, man. Like exhales,
dude, inhales work. So like you can hit them low notes, you're like some demonic shit.
Yeah, that's like the whole pterodactyl thing, you know.
No, he got.
So my homies in Breaking Solace, shout out to them. I went to go hang out with them one night, and I kind of busted out the pterodactyl vocals, and they're like, "What the fuck? Is there a pterodactyl in here? Like, what the fuck is?" And so they just kept going, like, "What was that?" I'm sorry. We are being interrupted, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cartman is here.
Yeah, fucking Jew.
Where's the rest of your crew?
You killed Kenny, you bastard.
Oh, I guess they already peeled out. So there's this goal. They were like, B-Man is here to.
B-Man, I already knew it was him.
And there goes Shiloh and Rob. They were supposed to come and jump out too, but yeah, we were planning to give you a little jump. That's why I was rushing.
I thought it was my wife, man.
All right.
B-Man on my picture when I.
All right.
B-Man, you all right in there?
Are you ready to get out of there?
He has to move the whole thing in order to do it.
Respect my authority. He's like, if you get down here, I'm gonna kick you in the nut. Oh yeah. Well, babe, you want to help him get deflated?
Do you want to deflate first or unzip first?
He's like, deflate, let me out of here.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, let's get back into this. That is. Yeah, that's good stuff. We got a 60-second delay. I'm so glad that we got B-Man joining us from Berserk.
Let's go.
And can we? So is it officially announceable?
No.
It's not announceable yet.
No.
All right.
You already said too much.
Oh shit. Well,
What we're announcing, I'm not B-Man, I'm an alien.
so not B-Man, it's an alien. Okay.
Random fucker that shows up.
No inside, babe.
Tell me what to do.
Let's look at her. Sorry, man. Let's get this going back. All right. That's good shit. Thank you, B-Man. Now we gotta find you a chair, right?
First, I gotta find out how to get out of this.
I got you, brother.
Is your wife currently on the way?
I'm not entirely sure. She hasn't texted me, so
Okay.
still trying to figure that out.
If anything,
I told her where I was going, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, B-Man. Actually,
Good.
buddy.
All right, you hit that door, please. All right. So you said you didn't want to announce, which is all right. We can go from there.
Yeah.
All right. So the third question I have for you is tell me about your creative process when writing or composing songs.
Man, whenever it comes to writing, it is one of the hardest things to explain. You know how you just write, and then you just it just comes to you, right?
Yeah.
That's just how I roll. Like I've rolled like that since about high school.
Oh, okay.
So I've been writing songs since I was like in high school. It was all just that emo shit.
Honestly, man, I fucked with the emo shit.
Yeah. Dude, did you see Native Crowds is doing that last show?
I did not.
Dude, like they're just completely stopping after the 25th, I believe.
So for me, my emo music was growing up, which was Bullet for My Valentine, Kill Switch Engage, My Chemical Romance,
Yeah, My Kim's definitely gonna be on that list.
Oh yes, sir. So
My Kim, Black O'Brien, freaking Bring Me the Horizon. Well, Bring Me the Horizon, not really emo, I guess. They're more metal core now.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, I remember when they first came out, they were in class.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? I'm so glad you came and joined us.
Yeah, can I run back out there and grab my stuff?
You're more than welcome to run back out there and grab your stuff.
I'll be right. He's like, hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. And so, is that it when you're writing songs, or like what is the process look like when you're going together to put these songs together?
So when we're going together, I like to feed off the energy of the people. Like if I'm playing with Joe or like B-Man or something like that, like just anybody in general, like always bounce off of each other. Always bounce off like the ideas that they give me, and that's one of the funnest things about being in a band is if you've got a good band, you can bounce off of people. Right? Like me and him were fucking around one day because he was like, "Hey, come hang out." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I came in there and he put out this nasty ass bass line, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we can do this."
Okay.
Yeah.
And so then that's kind of how it looks. That's it.
Just kind of the spur of the moment thing.
Okay.
It's about how it rolls.
Oh yeah. All right. So then moving on. Honestly, I'm flying through these questions.
Yeah.
So I normally run my podcast. Actually, I forgot at the beginning. So there's there's one thing on this podcast that I will not talk. Politics and religion.
Yeah.
I've grown up to know that it's like there's two things you don't talk with your friends, dinner table, or anything like that. So just a disclaimer. So if we fly through these questions and we start getting into something else, we go from there.
Politics suck.
Yeah. But I will not talk politics with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
What I believe, what you believe, should stay that way.
I think it should stay out of music, that's for sure.
Most definitely. All
Village
right.
Armstrong. Excuse me.
Right. So, can you describe a challenging performance experience and how you handled it?
Okay, so my first ever performance with One Side Surrender. So, like, we were doing a show at Uncle Mike's. It was like Halloween night. I was so pumped for this show, man. So pumped. So, like, I was dressed up as Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. And I was like, yo, what up, boys? Morty, come on, Morty. Hey, Morty. Come on, Morty. You gotta get on stage and perform for me, Morty.
I like, before I let you finish, and I apologize, I like that whole first pilot episode. Morty, we gotta go, Morty. He's like, oh, geez, Rick. What's going on? He's like, Morty, I don't want to do it, Morty.
He's chugging me too hard.
He's like, oh, Rick. He's like, listen, Morty, I made a bomb, Morty.
I had to build a bomb, Morty.
Yeah. Morty, and he's like, listen, we go get your friend Jessica.
We're gonna make it like the new Adam and Eve.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I'm not gonna hit that, okay? I'm not gonna do that to you. He's like, oh, jeez.
I don't know about that, Rick. That's not cool, man.
All right. So,
like I said, I was dressed up. I've got pictures on my Instagram, all kinds of shit. Like from that show, I had a blue beard. And I had my long hair. So, like, I was going to spike it up and do the whole Rick thing, but I ended up not doing it. So, it was fun. But I think the most challenging thing about that was getting up on stage for the very first time and wowing an audience. Like, I got up on stage and I started performing, started doing our songs, right? And I still had to have my little tripod because, like, I had just gotten into the band. So, I was reading something someone else wrote.
Right.
So it was crazy because like I got up on stage and started performing and I started getting stage fright. Dude, it's so weird. I have been on stage doing karaoke, all kinds of shit, and I've never had that issue. The moment I got in front of that mic and I started singing, nerves just shot.
Instant stage fright.
And I was like, my buddy Phil was like, hey, you good? And I'm like, I'm good. Just give me a minute.
Right.
And like I started talking to the crowd and started getting a read on them, see how they were gonna react. And man, I blew out my vocals on that show.
Oh no.
Blew out my vocals.
Did you have to have like surgery or anything like
that?
No,
not the Oliver Sykes kind of blowout, but like enough to really fuck it up.
Right. So I've noticed, like I know that for me, I have a bad habit of it doesn't matter if it's practice or if it's on stage.
Oh yeah.
I go all in.
Especially
with the pterodactyl.
That's how you're supposed to do though.
Especially with pterodactyl vocals. So it's like just like I get told like, hey man, like you might want to be careful, you know. But
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds sick, so
It
that's all I
sounds
care
sick,
about.
so that's all that matters, right?
Yes, sir. But I was gonna say my first time being on stage fright. Well,
Dude, it's crazy.
actually, I think they were there for my first time on stage. So it's my first time was with Corrosive Wrath
Okay.
at the Bomb City Bar Fights. And so at this point in time, I was already training to be a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did I make my stage debut, I also made half-ass of a wrestling debut,
Oh, that's cool, dude.
taking 2 hits from the legendary Necro Butcher.
Oh yeah?
Yes, sir.
How'd that go? Did you get stapled in the head? Or...
No. So what happened was my trainer looked at me and he's all like, you know, because he kind of signaling for what it was is like they had to help the guys. It was like kind of like security. If you watch WWE, security comes in
Oh yeah.
and they get beat up by the wrestlers.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird. They're trying to go break up. So I go and break up the fight and I get pulled up by another dude.
Oh,
So
God.
I realize it's another wrestler. So I'm throwing the wrestling punch. You know, we're throwing the punches at each other. And the next thing you know, I get spun around and it's him, and he's throwing punches at me. When I realized it was him,
damn.
when I realized it was him, I went down and sold it. Yeah, I did what I had
Nice,
to do.
dude. That's
But
exactly
to
what
this-
you gotta do. You
yeah,
gotta
to
take a
this-
bump.
Yeah, to this day, I'm like, yo, I took 2 hits from the Necro Butcher. So
That's crazy.
hopefully sometime soon I can have the Necro Butcher on this podcast.
Oh, yeah?
He lives here in Amarillo.
Dude, you gotta get him on.
Yes,
You
sir.
gotta get him on.
But anyway, so that was my first time. But I got on stage and I thought I sounded like shit. But it was one of those things. It was like it was his first time on stage.
Yeah.
First time screaming in front of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And just from then on, then it's progressed from there. So
Dude,
now I wear a mask.
I was so afraid to do a scream on stage because like the crowd that we had was, yes, it was a bunch of younger guys, but it was a mix between like the older and the younger guys.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got up on stage and I started doing my thing, we went into, I think it was, man, can't remember. I think we were doing the Thunder Rolls and he wanted me to do like a kind of metal vocalist for it. So we started doing it. And like I had the crowd singing, and then I whipped out this nasty fucking scream, and these people were like, "What the fuck was that?" And I freaked out because I was like, "Oh shit, uh-oh." And like no, like at the end of that song, everybody was like, "What the fuck? That was awesome!"
Start getting all the daps in there.
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, what the hell was that?" I didn't expect that to come out of you.
Right. There's, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, in the words of this industry, or from the words of from this local metal scene, I've been told it's all like surprise vocalists.
Yeah.
And then you get people that it's like, oh man, that's a surprise vocalist.
Oh,
People
yeah.
you wouldn't even think like, damn, did you hear that?
Yeah,
Like,
no, you look at Corpse Grinder and you see him, you're like, oh man, I already know what this man can do.
Oh, yeah.
I know what he can do.
Oh yeah.
But like when if he does a clean, you're just like, okay, all right. I wasn't expecting that, but fuck, bro.
It's just one of those things that's like, oh damn.
God damn.
All right. So now we're already on the 5th question.
Holy shit.
By this time, I'm barely getting to the 2nd.
Oh my god.
So honestly, I enjoy it because it's like every person I've interviewed so far, it's always different. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah.
Your answer's a little bit quicker than others, so I mean, I like it.
Well, I like to keep it short and sweet, and then like on top of that, it's just fun to bullshit too.
Oh yeah. All right. So, question 5.
Oh.
What techniques do you use to prepare for a performance, both mentally and physically?
Man, all right, mentally, I have to go into a mirror and I have to tell myself I'm gonna do this shit.
It's all like your life begins today.
Yes.
And you can do this.
Hey, I go up to that mirror and I say, this could be my chance. This could be my thing where I finally make it to where I want to be, right? So if I can tell myself that every day, especially like getting up for work, you know, you don't want to get up for work. Sometimes you don't want to even get up for a gig, you know?
Yeah.
And it sucks because depression runs in my family and shit like that. So I have to tell myself every day, you're going to make a difference today.
Right.
You're gonna. And then physically, most of the time I'll do my vocal warm-ups. Like I've been known not to do my warm-ups and it blows out my vocals. So I started doing my warm-ups, like the fire hydrant, the fire siren one, where you're just kind of oh, and then just going up and down with it.
Yeah.
Just getting it ready.
Mine are so
Yeah, and then you can
mine
also
are so funny. So
Yeah.
it's like me.
Yeah, and then you can also go into like the screams with it as well, because like you go ah,
yeah.
so like, and then you'll go back down and you go ah. Yeah, like I used to do that, and well, now it's become a religion thing.
Fuck yeah.
Like it's a religious thing. So like every time I do a show or something like that, I prepare that way before I show up with anybody. I do it for practices because I don't want to let my vocals in practice.
Right.
Because you don't want to go to a show and just sound like ass.
Yeah. No, I mean, I honestly, I felt like I've been there a few times. To a show sick, and it's just like
you're just like.
For some reason, I've been told that being sick makes you sound like nastier. So I mean, it's like,
Oh yeah, especially if they can pull off this.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
And so, anything else physically do you have to do? Like,
I began to work out. Actually, it started to give me more of a push. Like whenever I want to get on stage, these are really bad for you, but you can work it off like that.
I mean, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It has been a long day. I've been walking around selling internet all day.
It's one of those things.
Oh, excuse me.
Dos Equis, man. So
Dos Equis and
apple
soda. Manzana.
Love it. Love me some Manzana.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with apple soda, man.
Shit is good.
All right. This question is, it's all cut off, so I can't really read it.
Like, hold on, can't read it. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
So I'm gonna skip this question and I'm gonna go right into it.
Yeah.
So, what brought you to Atomic Cheesecake? How did all that come together? So I remember talking with if you don't know, then you won't know. Saturday, Facebook, Three Amigos, yada yada.
Yeah.
Shout out to my co-host Joe, but Joe's also the drummer
for Atomic Cheesecake.
Yeah. So how did the whole idea of Atomic Cheesecake come together?
So it really wasn't my idea. I kind of just got added into the project. Okay. So I had been searching for a band for a good while. I met up with a couple of people, tried out, and I was like, man, their music's just not my style. Like, it's just not fun. I'm not enjoying myself. Our AK-45 had some really good shit, and they never got back to me. So like I was trying to get in with them because I liked the name, I liked what they were doing. They had a good set list, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, they're not gonna get back to me, so I'm just gonna go find something else.
Okay.
I put out an ad, and I got hit up by our old bassist. I'm not gonna mention her by name, but it was like, hey, I have a project. If you're interested. It's called Atomic Cheesecake. I said, first off, I love the fucking name.
Right.
I love the fucking name. It's awesome. And yes, I would definitely be interested. Well, it took them a couple of months to finally come around and get to me. But they had a vocalist before that they were like, this guy is just not going to do it for us. So they had me come try out. I went over there for our first practice. I met Joe, met everybody, and then Trevor, our guitarist. Trevor's a G. I love Trevor. That's my boy. And we were on there just kind of practicing, fucking around, trying to see what we were going to do.
Okay.
Had this little mini speaker where we were going through the songs. I was singing. And they were like, okay, I like this guy. And then they finally hit me back up and was like, hey, do you want to be an honorary member? Do you want to be our lead vocalist? And I was like, yes. Like, you have no idea what you've just given me. Like, I've been searching for a band for so long that would fit my, eccentric energy. And then on top of that, just like my vocal range.
Right.
Because everybody wanted to do like fucking country and shit. Like, I like country. I can sing country, but I don't like to. I like doing my metal. I like doing my rock. This is where I grew up.
Did you do choir? And this is kind of like
no, I never did choir.
Never did choir.
It's all self-taught. All of this is self-taught.
All right. That was what I was going to ask you earlier, but my brain farted.
Yeah, no, it's all self-taught. It's a bunch of just getting in my room, playing music as loud as I can, and just trying to follow what the vocalist is doing.
Fuck yeah.
And that's how I learned. I blew out my vocals, but figured it out.
Hell yeah.
And then, here I am. I'm Atomic Cheesecake's lead man. I'm really excited for it. I mean, we got these shirts yesterday. Trevor, shout out to you and your mom. Like, these look sick, bro.
Did he make them or
his mom did?
So his mom does like t-shirt printing?
I'm not totally sure. All I know is that she sent it out, and we got them yesterday while we were at the bar. So like we were doing karaoke. I like to go blow off some steam, do some karaoke because I like singing.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Hey,
I'm not mad at you for it.
And it's a good way to get your name out there too.
Right.
I did BYOB first time for karaoke,
Mm-hmm.
and I had heads turned. Like everybody was drinking, having a good time, and as soon as I started BYOB, they all turned and was like, "Holy shit, are you in a band?" And I'm like, I am now. I am now. I'm the lead vocalist of Atomic Cheesecake, and
I like how you look down at your shirt like.
I'm so excited, man. So excited.
I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
So one, I know you guys are playing this Sunday. Are there going to be buyable shirts? Because I need one.
Not right now.
Okay.
We are trying to get that done. If people really want them, we will make it happen. I promise you.
I know I would definitely love one. Thank you.
We will definitely make it happen.
Because I like that.
Yeah, like
Second,
this is our logo.
you said you were from New Mexico, right?
No. I'm from Dallas area.
Dallas.
Actually.
All right. So you've done other performances, right?
No, not very many in my hometown. Because like I tried to start mini bands back in my hometown. We have one called the Hellhounds. We did what was the other one? There's one, no, not One Place Surrender. It was God damn it, what was the name of it? Until the Heavens Collapse, which was my good buddy Preston. Shout out to that motherfucker. I miss you. I love you. He's another one of my brothers. He's the one who kind of helped me realize that I wanted to be a vocalist and get into this. And he was the one who was cheering me on from the sideline. He's like, "Go, you motherfucker, go!"
Yeah. So how many shows would you say you've played?
Let's see. I played a few in New Mexico whenever I lived up there, so I played about 2 or 3 up there. And then here we played once. We played at Scooter's Bar in Grove. That was a fun show. I really enjoyed it. Great crowd. Everybody was chilling. Breaking Soulless showed up. Discarcia. Dude, they came out and supported us. And that's what we need to do with this.
Certain podcaster.
Yeah. I know. I was going to mention you. I was getting to
I'm
you.
doing your shit.
I was getting to you.
So that night, let's talk about that night. Because that night I showed up and we instantly, like I said, shout out to my co-host Joe. I'm so happy to see my buddy behind the kid again playing live shows.
He's a fucking beast.
Yeah, and so I remember you talking about 3-hour set, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's."
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do, but fuck it, let's do it.
So I remember, y'all after y'all's first set, you came down through the covers, and I felt bad because it's like it wasn't my place to say anything, but I was like, "Hey man, maybe y'all should try doing the impromptu jam."
Yeah.
And honestly, the impromptu jams were where it's at. I enjoyed the impromptu jams that we're doing. I hope that advice that I gave or anything that I said was.
It definitely did, because like we want to start incorporating it into shows now. Like, excuse me, good lord.
You're all good.
Like Joe was talking about, dude. He's like, man, it feels so good to be behind a set again. And I was like, dude, drum solo, do a drum solo.
Yeah.
And then we got like everybody going drum solo,
Yeah.
drum solo, and then we got a guitar solo. We tried to get a bass solo. Didn't work.
Honestly, a part of me was like, if I had one more drink, I was like, I bet I can go up there and sing with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was gonna ask,
if you would have asked, I would have been like, my pleasure, brother.
Get
up here.
Get up here.
Get
Do
up
something.
here.
But no,
Get up
unfortunately,
here and save this drowning performance.
No. I thought y'all did great. Now, that being said, I will give you my honest opinion.
Okay.
Straight honest.
Yeah.
When I walked in and I saw y'all start getting to play, it was like, okay, they're missing something. They're missing a lead guitar. It most definitely, at the end of the day, I was like, okay, lead guitar, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
But I also was like, okay, they need more practice. With some covers, y'all did great. Some covers, okay. So let me put it this way:
So about
some covers were great. Some covers needed work.
So about the other covers, it was kind of a last minute thing.
Okay,
We just throw them on in.
Yeah, but understood. But here where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Like I said, some covers were good. Some covers need work, and this is where I was like, okay, definitely need a lead guitarist.
Oh yeah.
Not discrediting Trevor.
Yeah, no.
That was
really
my
stepped
first.
up his game.
Oh
dude.
yeah, but that was my first time meeting Trevor. I was like, I like this dude. He's great. You know, I enjoyed it. But like I said, it was one of those things where it's like, I like what y'all did. It's like, hey, we're Atomic Cheesecake. We're gonna get out here and show you who we are, what we do, and this and that.
We had like a little Motley Crue moment where he was like, all right, we're a fucking misfit, a runaway, a drug addict, and then, but nobody ever thought we'd fucking make it this far.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone out there.
And so I liked that 100%, and I think with more practice, y'all got this.
But dude, May 4th, May 4th, we're on it.
Hell yeah.
May 4th, we're on it.
I'm excited to see y'all next time. Which May 4th, most likely I will be out there Saturday and Sunday for podcasting and may or may not be sharing a stage with somebody. Who knows? I don't know. Some mass figure shows up.
I kind of might know who you're talking about there.
Some certain band that's like Viagra, you know.
Last question I got for you. May 4th. Anything you can tell us about your new bass player?
Man, he is a fucking beast.
I heard he was sexy. And then
He is sexy. He is sexy.
I heard.
He was never in pornos, but he was sexy.
No, I heard he was in pornos, man. They called him the six ball man.
He's got that fucking.
He's
got that fucking
six ball.
Shaka bra. He's got that shit going on, dude. He learned our set in an hour. We have 4 songs. He learned our set in an hour.
Fuck yeah. So my question is, now I don't know if this
man is a beast.
So I don't know if this is going to be off the questions, or I don't know if this is one of those where, when I ask this, let me know if I'm in territory where it's like, hey man, I don't want to answer
Dude,
that.
I don't have any walls breaking.
Okay, so this one is about your old basis. What happened there? So y'all played. So it's like y'all came out, and then it was like, all right, we're playing this show.
We'll just say creative differences.
Okay.
Split with the old bassist. I'm gonna keep it professional.
All right. So there wasn't any internal beef.
There was no internal beef, Mo. Everybody was pretty cool with it. We were just like, hey, kind of seems like you want to go a different direction. Go do that. You want to do that? This may not be the same. This may not be the band for you.
Okay.
We were trying to part on good ways.
So it was everyone together talking mutually. It wasn't like voted. You know what I mean?
It was kind of voted, but it wasn't necessarily voted because that person knew that they were kind of already there.
Okay.
So we just had to kind of bring it up to Joe. We got him, by himself so we could talk about it and just be like, hey, great. Like agreeing collectively as a whole, I think that we should,
Okay.
split ways.
Okay. So that's, like I said, so I don't like asking those types of questions, but to me, it was announcement, show, new bassist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, whoever the new bassist is,
he's a fucking beast.
I love that dude.
He's a fucking beast.
I fucking love that dude. Whatever his name is, whatever he does, he's,
We'll just say May 4th is when we're revealing him, so you better be there.
You know what I mean? So
noon to 12:20 is when we go on. And then our buddies Corrosive Wrath are the first to perform, so be there. Be there. Rob is a fucking G too.
Yeah, boy. I think that's right here. I don't know.
I don't know.
So, yeah, like I said, it was one of those questions where if it was charted water, I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it was like, I was curious to know.
Yeah, all I was going to say was creative differences, keep it professional. There's no need to start drama because, we're just now building back the metal scene, dude. You never know if you're going to run into that person 10 years down and be like, hey, I know we kind of got off on the wrong foot. I try to make shit right.
No, I get it. I 100% get it. That's the whole reason why I asked if it was professionally done and it was like, okay, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to move on to the next question.
All right.
And we might cut this one early. Cut this one a little bit early. But so number 7 is, do you have any experience working with other musicians or bands? I remember you talked about some of the bands in your hometown in Dallas, and you said that you performed in New Mexico.
I performed in New Mexico with I believe they're called Say When. Say When was on one of our sets. They were fantastic. Blessed for Broken, man. Those guys, man, those guys. If you have not checked them out, Blessed for Broken, they bring a crowd, and they are hella good on stage. It's like Suicide Boys meets rock and metal.
Okay.
They're fantastic, and they're making waves right now. They're in Pennsylvania right now.
Well, nice.
Yeah. And then they're playing in Albuquerque here soon, which I want to go check out a show and go catch them. Shout out to Steven, man. He was the one who kind of kept me going up there.
Hell yeah. And so while we do this podcast, my thing is right now, well, shit, you won't even lie to you. We only have one viewer at the moment.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
my thing is I believe it's kind of the same thing that we do with Three Amigos podcast, whether it being band wise or if it's just us.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah. Everybody's just chilling.
So my thing is let's say this is like I say in every episode. If you go back and watch every other episode that I've had, I've said it with B-Man, I've said it with Justin, I've said it with Headshot Gang, which shout out to my homies in Headshot Gang. I've said it with Shiloh just this Wednesday when I get episode 4.
Yeah.
Even though we only have one viewer at the moment, this may be the episode that takes this podcast, and you know what I mean. This could be that episode.
Oh yeah.
And it's also one of those episodes that we'll say Atomic Cheesecake from here goes there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing tours and shit like that, and then they're like, you meet someone and they're like, well, how do you know about me? It's like, well, I've seen you on podcasts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just because there's one viewer doesn't mean that this is not going to explode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm 100%. I don't know if I will explode, this and that. My podcast is gonna pop or not. But my thing is I get to sit here, hang out with good buddies, and it's like you're new to me. I've met you a few times, but we've never actually had a conversation. Yeah. This right here to me is that conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's streamed or not streamed, but we're just sitting around shooting shit and bullshit.
Yeah, sit around fucking around.
And so, that being said, I want to apologize to you because I felt like I was a dick last Saturday. We were doing the three amigos, and you're like, man, I got something off my chest. And I was like, well, this isn't your podcast. You know?
Well, no, you were completely right.
No,
you were completely right.
I feel like I could have done it differently, but if you still got something you want to get off your chest, man, I'm open arms.
Man, I will just say I am tired of being fucking broke. I know everybody feels that one. I'm so sick of struggling and just feeling like everything is just going.
Amen, brother. I will drink to that.
I will drink to that, brother.
Drink to that. And so, that being said, this is not the end of the episode, but I want to let you know I've said this to everybody in my podcast. If no one's told you today that they're excited to see you, just know that I am.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know I got a lot of people excited to see us and what we can do. Because, we need a redeemer for what we did at Scooters. It was a good show.
What y'all did at Scooters was good. It's how I see it is that's y'all putting your name on the map.
But I want to be better. I want to be better.
Your first show is a band together. That's the one where it's all like, listen, this is who we are, whether it's bad or good.
Yeah.
This is who we are. I mean, think about it. So you did the Scooter show. Mm-hmm. You already booked for the West Texas.
Oh, we've got so many.
Oh, yeah, so you're already booked for the West Texas Expo. Mm-hmm. And now you're booked for
September 9th with a trip to the morgue, dude. A trip to I can't, man.
Yeah.
They are big.
But y'all are opening, and so it's Atomic and then the Scarcia right into my Crosswood Brothers.
Yeah, and then it goes to a trip to the morgue.
Yeah. So my thing is I respect everything that you're doing because it's so I haven't gotten my band out anywhere yet.
I'm ready for it.
So
I'm ready for it.
I don't like talking BCPD because it's I don't want to plug my. I don't. You know what I mean? This is about you. It's not about me.
No, you're good, man.
And so when I say I would like to do the same thing that y'all did BCPD wise, but my thing is I'd rather open a show BCPD, do our 5 songs that we have, and then get off the stage.
Dude,
Because it's like,
fuck it. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this right now. We might have a show at Shark Beach. You really want a show? I'll throw you on that bill.
you see, that's a
I'll fucking throw you
that's a
on that
question
bill.
I gotta ask my
man.
BCPD.
Berserk.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course, Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk.
Because it's a 3-hour fucking set, so we gotta at least have 3 bands.
Pinata.
Hey, who knows? Berserk might have an album by that time.
Are
Oh.
we getting
Get a
spoilers
little
right
bit
now?
of teaser.
Nah, that's it.
Are we getting some
Yeah.
spoilers? This guy giving
I'm
us
excited,
spoilers.
dude.
I'm a bull in the ring.
I just want to say, man, bite the curb. Oh.
That's in my workout. That's in my workout playlist.
Man, I
love
was blasting that shit on the way to the 3
I have a funny story. This is the last thing this is our podcast.
Go.
But dude, we wrote that song in the Kabuki parking lot. No
Fuck
motivation or nothing. We just got,
yeah, you were just like,
dude, no.
fuck it.
You got done eating Japanese food, you know? Yeah, bite the curb.
Bite the curb.
I love it, man. I love it, dude.
It's a thrash jam that I love. I like to consider y'all.
Makes me want to fight.
Yeah.
It makes me want to
I
fight.
got into skating, dude. Trench rat.
Dude, Trench Rat, man.
Shouts
I'm
out to
excited.
Trench
I
Rat.
want to play some shows with them.
All right. Now back to these questions. Let's get-
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. So number 8, and I think this one's a perfect for you. I feel like, if you elaborate as much as you want,
Yeah.
though you don't have to keep it short and sweet if you don't want to. But I feel like there's a perfect question for you. Number 8 says, "What do you hope to achieve with your music, and what message do you want to convey through your performance?"
Man, I always want people to know that they're not alone with their mental struggles. Mental health is such a overlooked thing, man. I've lost so many people to suicide. It's crazy. I hope you don't get demonetized for that.
No. So here's the thing. The reason why I've been unemployed for the past 3 weeks because of mental health problems. So say what you gotta
I'm
say.
telling
man.
you, mental health, it plays a lot. A lot of people don't get it, but a lot of men go through it. And we lose a lot of good men because of that. I mean, if you look up Drax's song, To Be a Man, dude, I cried like a little bitch when I first heard that
Me
song.
too.
Not gonna lie. Because I felt it. You feel it in your soul, and that's what I want people to feel whenever I start singing. I put my shit out onto it. Like our two singles that I got in the works right now. My 2 singles,
Spoilies?
they're dark. They're dark. But you know what? It comes from a place of, I can build from this. I can make myself better if I just, commit to it and just keep going. It's a permanent solution for a very small problem most of the time. And I will always harp that until the day that I die, because mental health is so overlooked. Well, not so much nowadays, but it was back then.
Yes.
People always thought it was a myth. People were like, oh, you're just trying to get attention. No, those people who were doing that shit to themselves were crying out for help. I mean, look at Chester Bennington. He had everything. He's gone now.
So when I was younger, I was one of those. I'll put it this way. I know I look young, but dude, I'm about to turn 31 next week, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Next week I'm
Trying to
turning.
do a little birthday podcast.
So we do have a birthday podcast, and real quick again, May 10th. My birthday's May 11th. I share my birthday with my birthday.
Okay.
But May 10th, Saturday, Three Amigos podcast, Just Garcia. Don't miss out.
Okay.
Round 2 Microphone Mayhem, which is
Man.
crazy because we've never had 2 bands back to back like that before.
Okay.
But anyway, I used to be, turning 31, I used to believe that mental health was a crutch. I believe when I heard someone, so back in the day, when I heard someone say, oh, mental health, bipolar, this and that, I was a firm believer of you're using that as a crutch.
Yeah.
Here I am in
I
my
did too,
30s.
man.
So here I am in my 30s. My wife believes that I suffer from bipolar disorder, which is very understandable because one minute I can be very happy and the next minute I want to rip your face off.
Yeah.
One minute I'm in the greatest moods and then the next I'm super
down.
sad
You're
and I
down.
can't get out of my room or I can't get out of bed.
It happens.
So I believe that I've been diagnosed with ADHD since I was a kid. And so I believe that ADHD and bipolar, they go hand in hand. So, I mean, if I'm bipolar, then, whatever it is, what it is. But I look back to like, damn, maybe I could have been a little bit more considerate than just saying, oh, it's a crutch.
You're just using it as an excuse, and that's what a lot of people throw at you. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, hey, man, I'm just not feeling it today. I don't feel right.
Yeah.
You know, some days I wake up pissed off and I just don't want to go fucking do anything. It's just how it is.
If you break into break stuff right now, I'm gonna be very upset. Right?
You
No,
know,
that's exactly how it sounds. Break stuff.
yeah, it's just one of those days.
Don't do it.
But like, and it sucks, man, because like some people just don't get it. Some
Right.
people will never get it because they don't have to struggle with that.
Yeah. Some people are just, you know what I
But
mean?
man, this one, the first time I got it tattooed, I already knew what I wanted. I knew why I wanted it because the rain will always hit you, no matter how much you try to cover it, no matter how much.
Right.
Life of Brides helped me through a lot of shit. This album, in general, helped me through a lot of shit. My parents were going through a divorce. I thought it was my fault because I brought up the fact that I'm just not going to go into that.
Yeah,
But
we won't.
some things happened, and I thought it was my fault. And you know, it's never really your fault. If you bring up something that you think is wrong, then do it.
Right.
If there's something going on that you don't feel right about, leave or do something about it.
Right. It's the whole saying. My good buddy, you know, shout out to my good buddy Jake. He's not watching right now, but it's if you don't like how you feel, change it.
Yeah.
And if you can't change it, change the way you feel about it.
Yeah. Because
So-
most of the time I'll go out and go scream into a microphone and then I feel better.
Right.
Because it happened. It helps.
I mean, honestly, I do feel better after a good jam sesh.
Yeah.
But here lately, just going to skate with B-Man earlier.
Yeah.
I felt, I was close to getting, I was close to getting a kickflip. You know, I used to go back in the day. So when I look at myself,
I need to go skate, man. I haven't skated in
Set up
almost.
skate parks, bro.
all right. So back in the day, 10 years ago, actually, I used to be able to drop in,
Can't do it.
kickflip, this and that, you know.
I quit for 2 years and I can't do anything
And
anymore.
so depression is one of those things where I'm like, I'm right behind anyone suffering from depression. And it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I said it, this is the first time I said it on the Three Amigos. You were there.
Yeah.
I was all like, ask your homies how they're doing.
Yeah.
So that was the first time. And I did it with Berserk. And so it was the first time I was like, hey, how are y'all? Like, how are you doing? You know, it's like, I'm actually going to start normalizing that into our podcast.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's always good to ask.
oh, how are you doing?
You never know that you could trigger something and didn't just spill it.
Right.
Sometimes people are a little harder to reach, and you know, if you just let them know that you got a shoulder to cry on, you got somebody to reach out a hand and be like, hey bro, I'll pull you out of this shit. I got you. I did that for my buddy Preston a lot. He did that for me. That's why he's one of my homeboys until the day I die. He will always be my homeboy.
Right.
Because he was with me through thick and thin. Hell, we even had a squabble over a female. And you know what? I stopped talking to him for a good 3 weeks. About after that third week, I was like, man, this is stupid. Fucking come here.
Right.
Come here. Let's talk. Let's hang out. A few beers turned into a whole 12 pack, and then we hashed our shit out.
Oh yeah. So
That's what I like about guys. We can just sit here and just be like, fuck our feelings. I don't like you, but I think you're cool.
It's one of those things that's all like, hey man, you want to come over to my garage and listen to 90s country and get drunk? And it's like,
It's so stupid, but yeah, why not?
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Um,
Maybe not 90s country, but
I mean, 90s country, 90s rap, 90s metal, 90s rock,
metal, man.
For me, man, my music taste is all over the place.
Oh, mine is too.
I am all over the place.
Mine is too.
And so this is one of the things where it's like, remember I said we we're gonna probably cut it short. This one,
Yeah.
both of y'all have been invited to a Corrosive Wrath jam tonight. Ooh. And so if you would like to, we can cut this at an hour because we're pushing 48 minutes. If you want to, so I normally run.
Damn,
an hour
I've been
and a
here
half.
for 48 minutes. You're kidding.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way, dude.
Yeah,
it
man.
feels like I just sat down.
Honestly,
Time goes by.
This is one of those things where it's all like a good conversation can make time.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
This is why. So it's like I tell people, if you watch the Three Amigos and then you watch Pacos Chingasos, you see two different people.
Oh, yeah.
So Three Amigos, you're getting. I believe that myself as Darren and Paco, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as this is involved, Paco comes out. So here comes Mr. Hyde. You know
Here
what I
comes
mean?
Paco.
You know what I mean? But it's like when I do Pacos Chingasos, it's more along the lines of it's Darren interviewing someone because it's like to me, I get to know you.
Yeah.
That's originally at the end of the day, I get to know you. But it's also the fact of like we go on Three Amigos and I'm nervous. I'm nervous when I do Three Amigos and I'm nervous when I do this.
I can't tell. You just seem chill as hell right now.
I am nervous as fuck because it's like
I'm not a big celebrity.
No. It's like I told him on his episodes. I'm nervous because when I do Three Amigos and if I start struggling or like can't find a question or anything like that, I can look to whoever in the Three Amigos to help me out.
Yeah.
Here it's just me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to be on my P's and my Q's, and this is why I got generated questions and I went and did research and everything like that. And so sitting here one-on-one makes me nervous. I get nervous, but at the end of the day, like I feel calm and I feel a little more confident in myself. I feel more calm in myself, but it's like you get where I'm coming from.
I understand it.
That's why I say like when you go to Three Amigos, yeah, you're gonna get playful me.
Yeah.
We're gonna joke. I'm gonna say some bullshit. I'm gonna bust out Smoker Dave and do this, and that. When you come here, it's we can do that here.
Yeah.
But my first thing is I'm gonna get through my questions first.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine, man. I feel it.
That's how I am. That's how I see it.
I tried starting a podcast so long ago. And like it just never worked because like the people that wanted to do the podcast were there. The people who didn't want to do the podcast weren't there. And like it sucked because like I wanted a certain person to be in the podcast and he just wouldn't do it. I'm like, fuck you, dude. There's so many good stories. Like, come on, just come on the podcast and talk a little bit. He was like, nah, bro, I think I'm good. I'm like, okay.
It's like me and Joe that the first Three Amigos episode is actually the Joe Elizondo podcast.
Oh,
yes, sir. And here's the thing: I was the first guest on the Joe Elizondo podcast.
Okay.
And that Facebook Live was 4 hours long.
Holy shit!
And it was just me and Joe bullshitting. You can go back. Well, you can't because it's not there anymore. It's gone.
Damn.
But I started that podcast in a mask. I started wearing a mask at first, and then I was like, man, fuck it. The only time I need a mask is when I'm on stage.
Okay, yeah.
But
I feel you there. You can't do no Slipknot shit.
Well, no, because it was like people already know me, but they don't know me. I'll put it this way, and this is not me being pessimistic, and this is not me saying like this is not me trying to be down on myself.
Yeah.
I'm a very forgetful dude. If you've only met me once, I guarantee you the next time you see me, you're not gonna remember me. You know what I mean?
No, like okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So
Because the first time I met you, I was like, oh man, I like Paco. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And then like the second time I met you, I was like, who is this guy? I was like, who is this guy?
So you know what I mean? So it's like
It took a little bit for me to finally be like, oh shit, what's up, Paco?
yeah. So
when I saw you at Scooters, I just about shit myself. I'm like, Paco,
yeah.
what's up?
And so that's where I'm at. It's like I don't say it to be down on myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just when you first, you know what I mean? Like I'm that dude. It's just I'm a very forgetful dude. You know what I mean? I put it as like I'm easily to be forgotten. You know what I mean?
I was trying to make an impact on somebody. Like this is how I've always been. Like my mom always taught me to like be eccentric, be yourself. Like I love doing that. I love being my fucking crazy, wacky self. This is who I am. I've always grown up that way. My mom always said, don't be afraid to show who you really are. Because people who pretend that they, know what's going on or pretend that they think they know who they are, don't know who they are. And like, it's true, man. Like I pretended for so long that I knew who I was. Like in high school, dude, we all had that mindset where we were just like, fuck you guys, I know what I'm doing.
It's like, I'm fucking Paco. I'm going to be a pro skater 10 years later. Yeah, no pro skater here, man.
Yeah, I said I was going to be in a band, and it took me fucking 3 years to get in.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I approached Rob at House Bar one night. We're getting fucked up. It was me, Rob, and Kenny. And I was like, hey, man, I got this idea about the side project. How do you feel about starting a side project?
Yeah.
And at first, he was all like, oh, man, I don't know. Just kind of this.
Yeah.
So then we started getting drunk, started talking about it. Next thing you know, I'm getting a call, and they're like, hey, BCPD Jam, this. I'm like, oh,
Oh shit.
I was like,
okay.
oh fuck, all right, now I gotta.
fuck, all right, now I gotta deliver.
Yeah, it was like now I have to do this. It's like now it's time to put up or shut up.
Dude, like the first time I met Corrosive Wrath, like Shiloh and me kind of hit it off while we were working at Hot Topping. And, like I was just sitting there talking to him, we were talking wrestling, just bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I was like, dude, so what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm a drummer. I'm like, well, for what? And he was like, Corrosive Wrath, that's my band. And I was like, I begged him. I was like, dude, next time you do a jam, like, I want to go. I want to be there. And he was like, okay. I'll let you know. Let me ask the guys first. And like, he taught me this cool thing. This is like exclusive shit.
No, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
I taught him that.
No, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shit. Like as soon as I learned it, I was in, dude.
Yeah.
The guys were like, "Yeah, this guy knows the handshake too."
So I'm the one that brought them to that. I walked in, I was like, "Hey, Ninja Turtle shake."
Yeah.
You know Ninja Turtle shake?
Yeah, child makes you do it all the damn
Got
time.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant
Every
Ninja
time I go to Hot
Turtles.
Topic.
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Like my dad was a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and I think that would be so funny to just do that to him one day, just like walk up.
just walk up and be like, he's like, "Hey son, does it for the
He's
money?"
like,
Nah.
nah, bro, what's up? He's
And then
like, what the
there's
fuck is that?
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And like, I think it was so cool because like they were really chill, and I was like, hey, you know, I just kind of want to sit in and listen.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, cool.
I think that's
Rob
the first.
fucking-
I think that was the first session that we met. Is the
Yeah.
first one you came and sat in?
Yeah, I came and sat in, and like I met everybody outside, and I was like, okay, so I don't know what to expect from these guys. So I heard Rob, and I was like, dude, I just want to slam dance. Okay.
I went. I remember that night. So I came in. We started bullshit. I was like, all right, man. I was like, listen, we got to do illusions first. So I got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Showed up. My pre-workout started kicking in, so I'm all.
Dude, he was.
And I'm like,
He's like,
I was like,
bro, his fucking vocals. Let me just say, I'd kill to be that good. Kill to be that good.
I'm giving just a quick heads up, saying about to head the way.
Oh, you telling Rob?
Shiloh.
Oh, Shiloh.
Oh.
I might have to text wifey and just be like, hey.
I'm pretty sure we go. Should we go?
I don't know. She's been like, you've been gone all day.
Why do you choose vocals? Not drum, guitar, bass? What vocals?
I realized from a very early age that I suck at guitar. Like, I sit down and I play for like maybe an hour or two and I just be like, fuck this. I don't want to fucking do it anymore. So I focused on my vocals and like, I love singing. I love being in front of people and just like getting in their faces and shit. It's always fun. Like, first One Side Surrender show, I jumped off the stage and went into the crowd singing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was, because we were doing, I think we were doing either Aerials or Smell Like Teen Spirit. Like, one of them. I jumped off the stage and I came into the crowd and I had a whole crowd around me singing the words with me. Like, that shit was awesome. And I never wanted to go back. Never. I was like, fuck that. If I don't have to play guitar, I ain't gonna fucking play guitar. I still have my acoustic. I still play from time to time.
It's just like live, it's like its own drum.
Dude, it's so fun. It's such a great high. Like,
I only got a one song high. I haven't got a full
telling
set
you, man,
yet.
dude, getting a full set in there and having a fucking crowd feed off your energy, man. If you go out there and you're confident in what you can do, them motherfuckers will be like on it.
They will adore you.
They will adore
I'm
you.
gonna tell you, like, everybody get your arms ready because there's a pterodactyl.
There's a pterodactyl coming. I'm gonna let you debut that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna do it right in front of
I'm gonna be like, this motherfucker Paco, watch this mother. Watch him. And like, he's gonna whip that shit out. People are gonna follow in a line. I'm like, yeah.
Well, it's funny because like the last time I seen a show with B-Man here, B-Man's like, "Hey, brother, you're gonna mosh?" And I was like, "No, dude, I got old man knees."
And
you're
saying,
You know, so here lately, man, I've been out skateboarding, golfing. You need
dude, I saw that. I saw Rob was getting back into skating too.
Oh yeah. So don't let him lie to you. He was skating the Barbie girl. Don't let him lie to you. You heard it here.
I knew it.
He
I
was
knew
sick.
it. I could see it. Hey,
Yeah.
I could too. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got them songs where you're just kind of like, I could skate to this.
I got
I will
video
fucking
proof.
shred to
I
that
have video
shit.
proof of him skating the Barbie
Dude,
girl.
Dude, I was in New Mexico. They just built a new skate park, right? And I had a cruiser. dude, Routines in the Night from fucking 21 Pilots, when you're cruising on a path,
Right.
it's such a high. It's so great.
Okay. So we're at an hour.
Oh
Do
my
we
God,
want to
final.
keep going, or do we want to go to the gym? Because we can always come back and do another. This is completely up to you.
I do kind of want to go to the gym because I want to see my boys. I want to see my boys, and I want to show off the new merch.
Okay.
I do want to show off.
So you want to call it right here?
Yeah, we can call
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my shortest episode, but my second shortest.
it.
Thank you for tuning in to Pacos Chingasos. We thank you very much. And also, this hasn't been announced publicly, but Atomic Cheesecake, Saturday, May 31st, Three Amigos podcast. Make sure you're there for the Atomic Cheesecake episode.
Yeah, Joe's gonna feel weird behind the camera. He already
Oh, yeah.
told me. He's like, it's gonna be so weird.
Just so he hasn't been behind the camera in 2 years now.
He said, I'm gonna be behind the camera. It's gonna be so fucking weird. And I'm like, dude, you got this. Like, you have that fucking mentality where you could go on a radio and sell anything.
So that episode, most likely, I will be behind the camera, working and doing everything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have an honorary amigo, 2 honorary amigos, because I don't think Chris will be joining us this entire month of May.
Shit, how's he doing?
We won't talk about that one here because I'm still alive.
Yeah.
But anyway, this has been Pacos Chingasos. If I had the button to make my theme song play, I would let it play.
Can hit him with the CM Punk.
Yeah, you're gonna see him punk.
Freaking old Triple H.
Yeah.
Suck
You gotta
it.
hit him with- No, you gotta get in front of the camera and just be like, suck it!
There you go. Thank you for tuning in to Pacos Chingasos. I do look forward to seeing you. Now, episode 6 right now is in the talks, in the works. We're not 100% confirmed, but be on the lookout for episode 6. And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And always go check out Atomic Cheesecake. I don't know if they have a YouTube page yet, but be on the lookout for them.
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Be on the lookout for this logo right
Yeah.
here.
If you guys really want the shirts, let me know. I will make it happen.
And now, just so you know, once you get the shirt, you instantly become a cheesecaker.
Yeah, you become a cheesecaker.
I want to be a cheesecake.
I know.
All right. See you later.